Yo, welcome to episode 5 On the Couch with Zeus. You know, couch co-op where you actually don't play. Today we're going to be looking at to 100% a game or not to 100% a game. That is the question. What I mean by that is most open world games, even RPG games, you have an ability to grab or complete every single task or get every single collectible or everything you can do in the game. Do you 100% it or do you not 100% it? Now I broke this down to a couple of categories to determine whether you should or should not. Now depending on what's going on the calendar, on games coming out, how much time I have to play the video game, depends on whether or not I'll 100% the game or not. Now, this fall in particular, October, November, filled with plenty of games coming out, basically stacked upon each other. And usually you'll find in holiday seasons that there's a lot of games coming out and you don't have a lot of time to do a lot of the side quests or a lot of the little tedious tasks to get to 100% in a video game. A game like Assassin's Creed, they'll give you a lot of minuscule or tedious tasks to fill that 100%, and those games, story mission alone, are typically 20 to 30 hour games. You add side missions in there, you add collectibles in there, and now you're looking at 50-60 hours of video game play. That's fine to do when you have nothing else coming out that you really want to play. When you have 2 weeks in between that video game and another video game, then what do you do at that point? Depending on the title, and this can pretty much be broken down to every category or every topic I'm talking about. If a video game is fun or not. If a game's not fun, you're not going to 100% it. I mean, not unless you're like a reviewer for a game channel like IGN or Game Informer or something like that. Unless you're doing work, you're not going to 100% a game because it's not fun. So that kind of breaks down to why you wouldn't give 100% to a video game if it's not fun. If the game's fun, I mean, and there's different variations of fun. The game could be very fun, and just the tasks are just really hard to do and frustrating, and the difficulty of the task can deter you from trying to do it. As stated in a previous On the Couch, I was speaking about OP being overpowered. Now that's something I like to do in a lot of games that are based in XP, where they give you XP for doing certain tasks. Now, in your pursuit of 100%ing a game, are you looking to grab more XP for these things? So for me, a person who likes to, delve into a game and get my guy as much power as possible, so I'm knocking down enemies as fast and quickly as I can, and that enemies feel like I'm just blowing through them because I'm overpowered. These tasks are tasks I'm going to do because I want the XP, because I want to be able to level up my character faster. If these tasks don't have XP, there's a 50-50 chance I may do them, I may not. This really just depends on what you get or what you gain from doing these tasks. Now, if you're a trophy hunter, that's cool. But if you're looking for XP boosts, I definitely recommend them. Now, a lot of the times doing these things can be difficult. They could be easy. Depends on how much time you want to invest into trying to do it. If a task is hard to do, you're going to spend a lot of time doing that task. Now, when you're looking at a game like the Arkham series, when you have the Riddler trophies to find, you have to determine at an early stage in the game that you're going to do that, because sometimes story missions bring you to those trophies. If you don't get them during the story mission, you're not going to get them. That means you're not going to be able to 100% the game because you didn't get all the Riddler trophies. That difficulty is in a sense of exploration. That difficulty is in a sense of when I turn the game on, I understand that I'm going to do this thing once I turn the game on. There's other tasks that might be more tedious to do. And this just really depends on whether or not you can live up to that challenge or not. For me, when it comes to 100% in a game, I look at video game play as when the end credits roll, with a few exceptions, of course, that game is done to me. That video game is over. So, with that being in mind, I try to stretch that video game out as far as possible. That means doing all the little tasks. That means doing all the fetch quests. That means finding all the treasure chests, all the feathers or whatever the game has for you to find, and completing those tasks so that when the game is done, I feel as if I've gotten the full experience from the game and I walk away. Now, if you're a person who doesn't mind going back to DLC, 100%ing a game might be just a little bit too much for you because you're getting a lot of time out of the game and then you're returning back to do the same things pretty much all over again. Me, once I leave that world I'm in, I can't wait 2 months, 3 months to play the video game again. So I do everything I need to do at that one moment. I get all my tasks out the way and then I'm done. That's it. Finito. 100%ing a game is for people who like to chase trophies. I won't even say that. I gave a couple different other categories as why you would or would not do it. I have never really been a trophy chaser. I don't knock people who are, or they call them achievement hunters. If you're that type of person, that's great for you. More power to you, not me. I solely play things to get the enjoyment out of it, and if I'm trying to prolong my enjoyment of the game, I'll try to 100% it, and then I'm done. It's not a stat thing for me. As a lot of people, it's stats. It's not a stat thing for me. So let me know what you guys think. Are you a stat chaser? Are you an achievement hunter? Do you not have time for video games to where you just want to play the main mission and be done with it? Let me know. Peace.